Somewhere in the darkness, there's a man they call the skipper, fast asleep, dreaming of gold. He wakes before the sun does, even though he'd rather stay in bed. Curses the cold in Minnesota, why's it always so damn cold? He's got a job to do, does it for me and you, and the red and the white and the blue, because he knows he's got the curl. Because he knows he's got the curl. His team is there and ready, though the coffee's warm, their breath hangs in the air. They hit the ice, no one's there to see it. There's no press or paparazzi, that's okay. But it'd be nice if someone noticed that they've all been working hard, pushing these rocks around, trying to gain some ground. Got to keep the Canadians down, and all they gotta do is curl. Oh yeah, I know I got to curl. Come on baby, put the rock in the house. Come on baby, put the rock in the house. Come on baby, put the rock in the house. Their lives outside are waiting, but they give until they've given all they have. Dead on their feet. The skipper isn't certain, but he thinks that maybe this could be the year when they defeat the world forever and they bring that medal home. Now it seems years away, he's taking it day by day. When it comes, he'll be ready to play, because he knows he's got the curl. Because he knows he's got the curl. Somewhere in the darkness, there's a man they call the skipper, fast asleep, dreaming of gold.
Welcome. We're live here at the St. Paul Curling Club for the men's final of the St. Paul Cash Spiel. We also have the women's final going on right next door.
That's right, Evan. It's McCormick and Nürnberger on the men's side, and Christensen and Roth, I believe, on the women's.
That is correct.
Women's
Handshakes out on the ice now. Men will be underway shortly.
Women's game already just getting underway. Lead Stones. This Nürnberger team has been infamously referred to by myself more than a few times as Craig Brown minus Craig Brown. They have a 5-person rotation. They're a high-performance team, so each weekend, most weekends, one of the players sits out. This is Craig's weekend to sit out. So Croy has moved up from third to skip. It's Jason Smith, or Smitty as most of us call him, playing third. Quinn Evanson steps in to play lead. Sean Baton throwing second stones.
Those are the dulcet tones of Sean Murray
Hello.
joining us this weekend.
Purely by accident.
Much needed and appreciated, however.
Well, thank you.
I'm Jordan Wickland, just a club curler here at St. Paul, co-host of the Stonecast podcast, along with my friend Chris Lisney.
How's it going, eh?
Pretty good, eh?
Pretty good, eh? Sorry.
Yeah, you betcha.
So both of these finals feature U.S. high-performance teams. program will be pleased with the results so far. Corey Christensen versus Nina Roth in the women's game. Just saw the Roth team pull out the victory against Jessica Schultz.
Yeah, that was quite a match. Hardly any blank ends, and every stone mattered.
Yeah, it was a pretty aggressive, well played game for the most part.
It's kind of interesting that Jess Schultz, she got into that by too heavy of a stone going through, and her draw went too far.
Yeah,
It's kind of the same thing.
Yep.
But backwards.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting game to watch.
Give you a good game. You haven't had many of those.
Yeah, I was thinking about that at the end of the match. Jess's first and last stones were both just a little bit heavy.
So if you didn't tune into the last draw, we've added an overhead camera. So we were able to see all four overheads for both of these sheets.
This game is very simple with only 2 sheets in play. Got an overhead of the women's final on the bottom right there, and you can also see the sort of long view in the main screen. So Nürnberger's team will start with the hammer in this game.
Line good. Corey. Toe stop. Boy, Tom.
Hammer in the first end of the women's final belongs to Nina Roth.
Top 12, top 8.
Throwing the yellow stones. Feature game. It's Corey Nürnberger throwing red.
Line's good. Room.
Looks like they're going to try to take position early, get around that top yellow guard.
I think one thing we can expect with these two teams is plenty of rocks in play. They're going to go right after each other.
Ooh.
It came down early. Might be just a little bit on the sticky side to start.
Definitely more curl here this weekend than we've seen in the past St. Paul Cash Spiels.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were told early on that it was just recently the rocks were sanded, roughed up to give them some more curl. The first night, apparently it was really, really swinging, and it kind of settled down as the weekend wore on, which is pretty typical for sanded rocks. Now throwing a come around, but sliding a ways deep, going almost back 12 foot. Would probably love to open up the middle, but he can't just yet. Can't get rid of that yellow because of the free guard zone.
Probably going to over curl a little bit, which is good. Line's good.
Yeah, definitely more shot options with this swingy ice.
Yeah, the more curler is, the more shots that are makeable. That's why I love to play on ice that curls good.
Gonna get by.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Quinn's got to feel great about that. Shot the gap early. Had a chance to chat with Quinn Evanson last night for a few minutes. Nice guy, fun guy. Excited to be here.
Yeah, he's a ton of fun. One of the more fun guys to hang out with on the circuit that you'll ever meet. No question about it.
Yeah, I learned he also snowboards, so we got to chat skiing and snowboarding for a bit. And,
Well, he hails from Alaska, so I would hope so.
mm-hmm. You got to run away from the polar bears somehow.
Yeah, most curling seasons, when it gets to be curling season, he actually drives down from Alaska to Minnesota for the winter. It takes a week or two, like a week to make the drive because it's not a short drive, of course. But
Yeah, that's a long haul.
he didn't do that this year. He decided to fly down this time.
Yeah, currently resides in Duluth, Minnesota, where I grew up, and had a lot to share about that as well. A lot in common. They say Duluth, it's a cool city. I tend to agree, especially in January.
Well, gonna have to throw normal to firm.
Definitely a port there. Not a lot of room there, though.
No, barely a rock width.
Yeah.
Firm.
I think if you wreck either guard, the best one to wreck on is probably the yellow. That red could still be a corner guard for you.
Close. Yep. Hard.
Oh,
Oh, nice shot.
right through. Kind of got a little unlucky with the overroll.
Yeah, set up
Leaves a.
pretty easy double there.
He's looking at whether that back red will clear the yellow behind it.
It's true.
I believe it should.
Could it drag a little bit?
It probably will. Well, it depends on how close they are. It
Yeah.
might drag a little bit, but I don't think it's ever going to stick on that back yellow. It might take it on the way out,
Yeah.
but I think it should go. And given the weight that Corey can throw, I expect this will be flying. He's not throwing super weight.
Yep. Really hard.
Corey might have been a little bit tight on this one.
Yeah, just gonna pick the top one
Just
there.
gets the top one, yeah. Don't think he quite got up to the broom on that one.
Going right here.
Sean Baton's going to be trying to get through that port again. Just
Line's good.
throwing a draw.
Room. Close. Whoa. Yep.
Trying to ad-lib to the raise.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, didn't quite react the way that Croy expected, I think.
Oh.
It just didn't take the curl. The concern is
Can you make it with the out turn?
But coming through, through that gap there with
Want
the
in-turn then?
with the out turn
Okay.
is a little more difficult.
3/4. Pretty thick. They're pretty much even.
this is as close as these are. This is close to being a possible double, but they're very, very
Definitely
flat.
make it with the in-turn, but it doesn't matter. Whatever looks best.
Again, Chris can definitely throw it hard enough to make that shot.
No doubt about that.
You gotta miss the guard by like that much to make it with the in-turn. Is that all right?
Oh, they're opting for the intern.
Yeah.
I would probably throw the intern
Yeah,
at this
I mean,
myself.
if you're gonna go for the double, you'd
Yeah.
have to, I guess.
He's got to fire it, though, and you can bet he will.
Whoa.
Get the guard. Will he get over and get the second shot anyways? Nope. Nürnberger sitting too
Gotta
early.
tap this back to here.
He's got the hammer.
Back
Looks
in.
like he's gonna go for a little tap.
Back in.
Yeah, try to get some separation. The best would be to tap that stone on the center line side, roll the shooter under cover, and then just push that stone out to the right as far as you can. Just get these things spread out.
Yeah, limit the chance for a double.
Exactly.
Oh. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, this one looks like it's moving pretty nice.
Hard.
That works too.
Yeah, didn't quite curl as much as he'd like, but still got some good separation.
Come on, throw it last weight.
Oh.
It's a lot higher now. You really want to stick it right here. I think just normal.
Looks like
this
our
time.
biggest fan of the weekend is watching, Rebecca Clark.
Ah.
Welcome.
So now just throwing normal. This is much thinner, and Chris needs to hit half or less of this to make the double this time.
Yep, whoa, yep! Hard! Hard! Whoa, whoa! Great job.
He's got it.
Just like that, and actually
Oh.
spins back a little bit, and I think he gets in there for shot stone. He
And
certainly
completely
does.
undercover.
Yeah, really great shot.
Nice shot.
Whoa, whoa, through. Where is it? Yep. Hard.
Ooh.
Oh boy, that was a long ways heavy.
Yeah.
Smitty's not going to be happy with himself about that one.
Yeah, not leaving much for the sweepers to deal with.
No, no. So the first end on the women's final was a score of 3 for Corey Christensen.
Normal? Normal? No, just nose it. And then the doubles.
So with that red being second shot, Heath is just gonna play the hit, get rid of it. He's sitting pretty good with a stone biting top 4 guarded. Good position for a force.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa!
Let it curl up just enough not to pick that back one out, the back yellow one out as well.
Thanks.
Sitting 3. And Corey's going to look and see if there's some way he can possibly manufacture 2 here. It's pretty tough.
Got some moves there. Yeah, I was the mole, if anything.
This might be a first for the St. Paul Cash, but all 4 of these teams are high-performance teams.
Yeah, I made mention of that right at the start of the broadcast.
did you?
I think
Okay.
it might be actually.
Yeah.
Saying the program, I'm sure, is pleased with that outcome.
Yeah.
Seeing 4 of their best teams here. So Croy's best hope here is to try and get underneath that stone that's just biting the top of the 4. He's going to have to go a little bit behind the tee line to do it, but at least get partially covered. Then challenge McCormick to come after him.
Yeah, anything close to that center line, and McCormick's going to be able to see it and go for that hit.
Sean. Sean.
Chris.
Curling for him.
Ooh.
That looks Looks like that might be shot. It's pretty close.
We'll have our interns change the channel here.
I prefer outturn.
Oh,
Yeah.
our out turn here
Yeah.
has changed the channel for us.
Well, that did just stop in time to be shot, and it's mostly covered. So Croy really couldn't do a whole lot better than that.
Like back 12. They are.
So he's just going to throw a heavy draw, just back 8, back 12. Really just tap it a couple of feet. He doesn't need to kill it. As long as he makes contact, he'll probably be sitting at least 3. It's really just about getting by that top 4 stone. That guard is really not in play on this shot.
Hard! 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 Top hard!
He's got it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Great rock.
That's a nice shot.
That kind of shot is signature Heath McCormick. He tends to throw things to his sweepers and just has amazing touch.
So making Croy, they're trying to force Croy to the one for the single here in the first end.
Making him draw the button against 4. Not a really difficult draw. The button's pretty much open. Croy did just throw this, so he should have a good idea of the weight.
He does have backing.
I'll tell you, with a couple of guys sweeping the stones like Sean Baton and Quinn Evanson, there's no reason to throw this heavy at all. Throw it nice and easy. These guys will get it there. Quinn jumped on it immediately.
It's got the weight.
Yeah, the line's looking good.
Looks like it needs
Maybe a little out.
It needs to hook, actually. The early sweep may have pulled it out, but looks like it's coming in.
As long as it's not too heavy, it should stick around for the shot.
Wait.
He's got
And
it.
There it is, no problem. Pressure packed shot, but picks up 1 in the first end. I think McCormick will get the hammer to start the second.
Judge.
Over at the women's game.
She's so straight on that line. That's straighter than we thought.
I just a little more, just back. It was there by itself and it just rolled. It would have curled across the center line.
Dead teeth.
Sarah Anderson making a double to sit 3.
A little sharper.
And Roth trying to manufacture 2. Narrow the gap there.
Good shot, Croy.
Thanks, you too. Hoping it was going to curl a little more.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I didn't. It had just enough weight to
Yeah.
make it hang out there.
Ooh. Just narrowly missed that double there on sheet 4.
Yeah, she may have just been trying a hit and roll, not worrying about
Line's
the double,
good.
but he's there for 3rd shot. I still think you might see
Line's good.
Corey hit that.
Being up 3, you might as well.
Yeah, it's in a
With 2.
Oh,
It's in a usable
line's good.
spot
You
for
don't need to
Nina.
finish.
Of course, you got to worry about avoiding any potential jam as well.
Good shot.
Yeah, just play it tight. Go for the inside.
Here we go. Like I was saying, with these McCormick and Nurnberger, they're not going to be afraid to get into it. Center guard, corner guard. Both teams putting rocks in play.
Come on, guys, you can get over.
No mistake there. Sarah
in for
Anderson
sure.
punches
You
it
can get
cleanly
over.
through.
This corner guard's coming up a little short. Oh,
Nice.
we got our first hog of the
Wow.
final.
All right, Tom.
Tom Howell not,
Top 8, top
not
4.
pleased with himself about that.
Line's getting better. Line's good now.
Guess we have some contention about who is our
Line's
biggest
good.
fan of the weekend between Rebecca Clark, Chris Conley, and Ron Bickler.
Wow.
Oh, that's
I'm not sure how you guys want to duke that one out.
Don't make us pick people.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Shot.
do that.
Duke it out in your own way, but there might be a T-shirt available for the
There
winner.
might- Not this again.
We only got one T-shirt, so might be a T-shirt
Yeah.
from the line.
Hack.
And by
We
one,
only
we
know
mean
there's
no
no
more
problem
than the
with
two that these other guys are wearing.
Hey, Evan, lock that up.
Back line to hack.
I said,
Yep.
Quinn with a beautiful come around.
Hard. How much weight? Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Fine.
Tom Howell wrecking the guard.
3.
Not quite the call, but still a good result. Rolls to a corner guard. So it's still a very useful shot.
Line's good. Room. Quinn. Bring it in. All the way. Hard, guys. Hard. Bring it in.
Not sure that's quite in the house. Leaves the shot stone more than half open, I believe.
yeah, definitely more than enough room to hit that one.
Control.
I would imagine Corey can probably see about 2/3 of this. Control weight, hit and roll to the right behind the corner guard.
Yep. Real hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Oh, wow.
Heath immediately ad-libbing the shot because Corey didn't get up to the
I like
rim.
going to 2.
Tried to hit and roll off the top one, but not sure if it was a little lighter than expected too. It just hits and stays. It guards that Nürnberger rock. Some early mistakes from the McCormick rink here.
Yeah,
Line's
Corey's
good.
definitely going to try to capitalize on that mistake.
Absolutely.
Looks heavy. Looks all there.
The Nürnbergler, as he's
Nürnbergler.
known.
Nina is now on the sheet next to her Nürnbergler. Can keep track of it. Oh, this has got lots of weight.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Going to tap that guard a little bit.
Yeah, that just lines it up right onto the shot stone.
Oh, wow.
This-
Is it lined up for that run, or is it a little off to the left?
Oh, even if it isn't perfectly lined up, you can still drag it.
That's true.
You hit it a little bit on the left side as we're looking at it, it'll come back a little more towards the right, and you can maybe make the run back and roll behind
Good
the guard.
normal.
Yeah, for those that don't know, dragging a rock, when two rocks are touching and you hit the front one, the second one tends to go a little more in the direction that the rock is being hit at, correct? Or in the
Yeah,
opposite-
it's
yeah.
almost as if you pretend like
Ball.
the first rock isn't there and you're just hitting the second rock.
Yeah.
Like if you hit
Yep. Yes.
the rock as we're seeing on the left,
Whoa.
it'll pull the second rock to the right.
Yeah.
As we see, this will come to
Shot.
the right a little bit. Actually went pretty much
Oh,
straight there.
yeah.
Nice
Well,
shot.
there was some separation there. They weren't really frozen. But yeah,
Nose, yeah.
right. Excellent shot. Greatly simplifies things for McCormick. He likes that.
On the women's side, it looks like the Christensen squad
Normal.
is maybe forcing Roth to take one here.
I believe that is the deal.
Yep.
She's successful with a single point, but Roth finds herself down 3-1 without the hammer going into the third end.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Losing the line on this.
Good throw. My
One
bad.
of our interns just dropped a bongo.
Yeah.
So now with very little in play, Keith electing to play the hit.
Whoa. Okay, Chris.
Just peeling that rock out because he wanted to hit it on the nose. That's what Croy wants to do. He could just blow up those 2 corner guards.
Top 8. Top 4.
He's actually going to come around.
I try to go for that force. Or possibly steal.
It's going to be tough to steal out in the side of the 12-foot, but I think he's more concerned about forcing.
Hard. Hard.
This looks pretty light to
Hard,
me.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even if it had a little bit more, probably would have caught one of those guards.
Yeah, just a bit of an underthrow by Smitty. Now with 3 stacked corner guards, now Heath with the opportunity to duck under there and set up a possible score of 2.
We got another comment here from Belky Germain. He's enjoyed watching this event and great commentary. Well, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Glad we could help.
Okay, well then. Line's good.
I'm glad that comment comes in as I was taking a break from the mic.
Close.
You know what? So are we.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry, couldn't help
Whoa,
myself.
whoa, whoa.
This has lots of weight. Needs to sit.
Okay, Chris.
Oh, there goes the mic.
Oh, man.
Ah.
I blame our outturn on that one versus our intern.
Looks like Croy's confident in his ability to keep the mic clipped once more. So.
Yeah. It's just like, fortunately, there are no time clocks here.
No, there's more. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm on the
trying to
time
draw to
clock
them or
with the
trying to draw up
boss
here?
at home. We'll see.
Okay. I had you right here.
I once suggested to Chris we should do a Curling Wives podcast.
Curling wives?
Yeah, sit Aaron and Chris's wife Aaron and my wife Rachel down and let them talk about how much they love the curling club and how much time we spend here.
Are we sure this is something we want to do?
Well, Rachel actually refers to herself as a curling widow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the first time I've heard that.
You guys are familiar with that term.
Oh, yes.
Same speed as my last time.
Well, to all the curling widows out there, we thank you for your patience.
Give me a hair more.
Okay.
We're looking for the force. He's just going to dead draw behind those corners, not trying to freeze, I don't believe. He's going out late right away.
Line's good. Line's good. Go to the back one.
He's already to the back one.
Yeah, that early sweep wasn't as necessary as they thought. But
Well,
a good freeze, though.
Still does the job. I guess it wasn't quite as light as they thought it was.
But
Yeah.
Croy's disposition as skip is very much like that of Todd Bird, just very even keel, never high, never low, just there, focused on the game.
Very humble.
Yes, very humble.
We'll just trying to tap it on the nose. Just a smidgen.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Croy get angry.
No, I haven't.
And I've known Croy for quite a while. We both grew up in Medford.
That's right. That's right. It was Medford. Yeah.
And I didn't play juniors or anything because he's a little bit older than I am, but seen him at Spiels there and once in a while.
Right.
In league games.
Yeah, he's always been a very, very even keel player as long as I've known him.
You wouldn't want to see him when he's angry, Evan.
What?
You wouldn't want to see him when he's angry.
Sure not.
Hard, Corey, go! Go!
Oh, wow.
All right, Jason.
Hard to make contact with this.
Did they manage to stay shot?
I think the
Ooh.
red is still shot, yes.
Yeah, just rolled right out of the 8-foot there.
Yep.
So now I think Croy will duck around a second one on his last. And as long as he gets, pretty much as long as it's a piece hidden, there won't be any double. And Heath will have to draw for one.
Yeah, we're shot. I didn't add any. Yep, line. Line's good. Wait only. Wait only. Wait only. Switch. Switch.
Yeah, they got room coming around those guards.
This has to curl some. Or if it
Gotta be back there.
comes right down to the pile, it's not bad either.
No. It's got the weight for that.
I think he's fine. That's a good shot.
There you go. It's forcing Heath to go for, just go for the draw.
Yeah, he's got nothing here. He's just got to draw for one.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Opting to go away from the backing.
Well, yellow
But-
going on in that.
Oh, yes. No, you all you're doing is drawing the 4-foot. You're not trying to go to back or anything.
Kind of wish we had Smitty mic'd up.
Oh, you don't want Smitty mic'd up. I have to listen to that guy every Wednesday night at Super League Blaine. I hear quite enough of what he says. I know he's giving his own team hell just because he can. He's a good guy, but it's like, dude, the shot was made. Be quiet.
I know a few guys like that.
So just looking for full 8-foot for a single point here. Looks like no problem at all. Settle in back 4-foot. So all tied up at 1-1.
Pound line on the first one.
Roy Nurnberger will get the hammer again in the third end.
Yeah, would have held that line.
Oh, nice end.
Yeah, just spit out a number. Because if he's back there, that's different than we're trying to throw the T liner, right? We're there.
All right. Playing well. Let's keep it up. And,
I could just.
Halfway.
I can very happily report that the Redskins successfully defeated the Baltimore Ravens today, 16-10. That makes me very happy.
Did you see what happened though? There was they actually called a touchdown for the Ravens with 30 seconds left, but it got called back on a penalty, I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah. It all the apps updated to show a tie game and just to kick the extra point for the win for Baltimore, but something must have occurred
Oh dear, I didn't hear about that. My goodness.
and could care less, preserving that Washington victory.
I believe you meant to say couldn't care less.
Oh, that's correct.
could care less. I am capable of caring less. I couldn't care less. I am not capable
You
of
couldn't.
caring
You
less.
wouldn't want to care less, so you
I'm
couldn't
good.
care less. I've heard so many people say it wrong, and
Oh, I
now
know.
I notice
Well-
it all the time.
Well, it's like that, and what's another one?
Where is it?
Irregardless.
Oh,
That's-
irregardless.
That's not even a word.
Makes my teeth grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also
I
like,
don't think I knew about that one.
I know of a linguist friend that lives in D.C.
Yep, take it.
A very nice lady by the name of Melissa, and she posts all the time on Facebook about all these phrases and words, and it just, you want to talk about making wrong words, making people's teeth grind.
There's
I
another
think-
one I wasn't aware of that I've never really thought about, but a lot of people say jealous when they really meant envious.
Yes. Yep. It's easy to mix up those two.
The green-eyed monster. According to my friend Bill Shakespeare.
Bill's a good guy.
Yeah, we like Bill.
Where is it? Where is it? Whoa then. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Okay, Tom. Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah, and I don't know. Right.
Close.
So Christensen's got a split house
Yep.
set up with Hammer.
Yep.
With a 3-1 lead, with 3-1 lead already, looking to extend that lead.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No guards other than that center yellow one.
A shot.
Normal. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Trying a long roll here.
Ooh, just gonna.
Looks like they'll get it.
Very, very close, but it rolls a bit too far. Trying to just roll behind the two stacked ones.
Put it in your back pocket.
Yeah, I think Croy's mic box fell off again.
Again, you might as well just take it off. I don't want it ruining his game.
I think he suggested that he put it in his pocket, but Croy's a trooper. He'll deal. Ooh, what are we
Flight
opening
8 foot.
here?
I believe it's an IPA from Dangerous Man Brewing Co.
IPA is the only beers worth drinking.
I agree. Although I do enjoy a stout once in a while.
I was about to say, I thought you liked that
I
stout
did.
last
The
night.
Dangerous Man stout is probably my favorite
Oh,
stout. at the
I
moment.
didn't have any of that last
Well,
night.
you missed out.
I'm not
Oh,
a big fan of stouts.
Missed stout.
You
Or like it.
That's just, I can't even.
I don't know. You won't be able to
Pound
see this,
it.
but we just did a fist bump.
No, that's kind of sad.
Doesn't look that heavy.
I'd be
Start-
sad if
start-
I missed
start-
the stout.
You start talking about stouts that have like chocolate coffee flavors. I'm not interested.
This glass is warm.
The beer will cool it off. Give it a minute.
All right.
Could be just your sweaty hands, Evan.
Didn't we have some viewers from England that were talking about drinking warm beer? I think that's
Oh,
that's
for
how
sure
you
they-
get flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lyle Sieg said they just drink beer at cellar temp.
That's the correct way to drink most beers.
I believe it.
Mention that as well.
He's wrapping up the mic.
Mine's good.
We may just have to shut that off. Yeah.
Oh, he took it off
He took
already.
it off, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't want it messing up his game. So.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here, Sean, I got you
but-
across the table.
Yeah. Perfect. That is very good. That's a really nice corner freeze. Now, McCormick sitting first and third. That Redstone's somewhat vulnerable.
Rather fruity aroma to the
Very
Dangerous Man.
And
Yeah, Chris Conley, one of our contenders for biggest fan of the weekend. This is his beer. So thank you, Chris. And thank you, Chris Lisney, for picking it up for us and purchasing it.
It's not even all that hoppy, actually.
I think I detect hints of coriander, possibly some orange.
I don't even know what coriander is, so I'm not going to comment
Few
on that.
do, Sean. Few do.
Cilantro seeds.
So rather than make a move on the second shot, Croy is going to have Sean Baton hit third shot, try to stay there. But I think he's going to be rolling out. Makes the hit, but loses the shooter out the back.
Or actually, it might be cumin seeds.
Oh, there's like a see-through layer and another layer.
Mailbag action. We got a video in the mailbag from Ron Bickler cracking open his own beer.
Mailbag activity?
Yes. We also get video mail here. We're a very high-tech company.
Man, what did
Cheers to you as Ron. As well, Ron.
What did I step into this weekend? My goodness.
Probably the best broadcast experience of your life, Sean.
Yeah, we might have to make a trip down to Arizona. As Rebecca Clark says, the Broken Broom Lounge has so many IPAs on rotation.
They do.
And a rotation of stouts.
They do. I can testify to that from Mixed Nationals. They have a more impressive beer selection than you would think Arizona would.
Well, then we should
think in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, you think about it. It's like, okay, Curling Club in Arizona, what are they going to have there? But they have great beer there. They really do.
I expect all curling venues to have great beer selections.
They do. Not all of them do. I'm
No,
just
they
saying.
don't.
Oh.
I'm just glad that the St. Paul Club has they may have a small beer selection, but it is of good beer.
It's an excellent
They
selection.
have Surly on tap. That is good enough for me.
Sold.
Well, things are getting rowdy upstairs. It's a good thing we're not mic'd up there.
Yeah.
I think we already said earlier it was a good thing that this setup wasn't upstairs because we wouldn't be able to hear a thing.
I was thinking we maybe should have set up on sheet 7 and broadcast from the ice.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I see.
Nice.
Right on the ice.
Yeah, right on the ice. Yep.
That actually would have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
That would have been cold.
Worth it.
No. Worth it for about 10 minutes, and then you're just cold. Trust me, I've been there.
We could just put a case of beer on the ground there, and
That would still be cold.
yeah, it'd be nice.
So nicely positioned draw from Nürnberger, sitting too well spread out. And because of that slight error on the shot before, McCormick can't see much of that yellow to do anything with it. He can only see maybe a quarter. And I think he's going to have Chris take a rip at it anyways. Make as much contact as he can. That's a really nice shot. Couldn't really do much more than that.
Did we lose both mics?
That's just muted right now.
Oh, okay. There we go.
It looks to me like that red still might be shot, I thought.
I think you're right.
Because I heard Croy just say he thinks they're 2-3, but I think he's actually 1-3. I mean, if the camera is any indication.
I don't always trust the cameras. But
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely not.
But there definitely looks to be. This one actually looks more overhead than a lot of them here, so more centered. And the lack of flies is nice.
Yes, very nice.
Nice shot. No.
So in the third end, it was Christensen getting
Definitely more
one.
weight on the first one, but
She's got a 4-1 lead over Nina Roth as they go into the fourth end. Roth has the hammer.
yeah, I mean, just push that rock to there.
This one's coming in pretty hard.
Ooh, gets enough to get it out.
Oh.
I think just moves it to, I would call that second shot.
I think I agree with that.
I think,
overhead.
I still think that red one is.
I think that red stone right there is first, and I think the one up top is third.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is he going to try to roll under that top red one?
I don't think so. I think he might just try to sit there.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. Easy.
Doesn't roll anywhere, stays right there. So we'll see what Croy wants to do. Now facing two.
Where is the Schenectady Curling Club?
Schenectady. That's
Schenectady?
Schenectady, New York.
Ah.
Right next to Albany.
Okay.
Been there many times. It's been a number of years, but I've been there many times.
I went to school at RPI, so. But I didn't curl.
You missed out because they have an excellent college curling club.
Yes, they do. Yep.
I've had the honor of playing them at nationals. I believe we played them at college nationals. If not, I definitely spent some time with them.
Mm-hmm.
At the college nationals this year, I went out and saw RPI. Because when I saw that they came and played, I went and saw them, and they played against Penn, that Corey Klauser. Cody?
Cody Klauser.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Cody, a member of the number one high-performance junior men's team, Hunter Clausen.
I played against him and his dad at the Plainfield Curling Club in New Jersey.
That would be Hunter and Eric, his dad?
No, Cody.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cody. Oh, so Cody and I believe Bruce. Yeah, Cody's a good player. Hits and rolls away.
You want to throw last? Got it. Okay. Yeah. Normal? Yeah. Yeah.
When I looked at your glass, it was half full, so I didn't think you'd want any.
How little you know me.
I want you to know that family held back. I didn't get any. I didn't get a second glass.
Oh, okay. Oh well. So now, Pete McCormick with his last will just hit this on the nose. And he'll have the force on.
Clean. Yep.
I'm not a big fan of IPAs generally.
Why not?
I don't know. You know, they're a little bit too flowery. They affect my sensitive palate. I need more subtle flavors.
Like a Bud Light?
Subtle.
Yeah, I prefer Miller Lite.
Ugh.
Wait a minute. Miller Lite is so special that they had to change the name from LIGHT to LITE. That's Miller Lite.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but I thought we were talking about beer.
Bump.
Speaking of beer, one of our sponsors for this weekend is Breakthrough Beverage.
Yeah.
Thank you to them for sponsoring this spiel.
Louisiana Cafe, Western Bank, RPI Curling. No, not RPI Curling. Terrapin Curling.
However, if RPI Curling would like to sponsor the cash spiel.
Wow.
Yep.
No. Terrapin Curling, you're right.
Or the Stopera rink, starting at $50.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Stopera Rink is looking for some sponsors. $50 for a spot on their
We're
jacket.
looking for a nose hit to score one, but
It's
I think
it's the right state.
he can turn this in and is going to give up a steal.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
A little too much juice, I guess.
I just got that one started. Didn't quite get to the broom, so.
We didn't quite finish the sponsors. So who's after?
Yeah.
Western Bank, Terrapin Curling.
Oh, TSR.
TSR.
Injury Law.
Yep. That's the first time I tried them by memory.
You what?
I said that's the first time I tried to do it by memory.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just about to
Did I miss anybody?
And yeah, Rapid Printing.
Rapid Printing.
They
Yes.
provided the banners that we have out on the ice as well as our draw board for this weekend. So thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to make this spiel possible.
So
Also, a big shout out to Adam Height, who's here in studio, as well as John Solom for the late hours this past week and this whole summer to prepare for this spiel and this broadcast.
So that's an overhead look into the women's match.
We should have done that before the draw.
Christensen currently sitting 2. Rothstone coming into view here. Makes a tap and sits shot. Tabitha Peterson with that one.
It's a pretty nice shot.
very
Although
nice.
it's open,
Line
obviously.
good. Line's nice.
So now up one, we'll see what Heath McCormick wants to do here.
Looks perfect right here.
I'm assuming they're going, yep, the call is to go top 4.
Yep. Yep. Good boy, Tom. Nice sweeping.
Chris and Corey really working that one right in there. Finding themselves trailing for the first time in the game. Corey and company are going to want to establish a corner guard and get some offense going.
So it's interesting in this. We were talking last match, and I was saying how people are drawing in at the first, and they draw in, and then they do the guard. But at the beginning of this, they did the guards first.
It kind of depends. Generally, if you're ahead, you'll go in first. Going short might usually happen if you're way
Line's
behind.
good. Line's tight.
It kind of depends, because if you go in
Okay.
and you're behind,
Line
well, the
two
other
is
team's
super
just
tight
going to
then.
hit you.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
So the guard is very well placed.
We're having a little conference on 4.
Roth team looking at what to do. Christensen's still sitting 2. Sweepers have no interest in this. Must be heavy. Looks like it's got line to make the tap. Wow, look at that curl. Oh, actually hit it hard to tap it out. Wow, that move. Ends up sitting about half open. Corey to take a crack at it. Get that same line, he might be able to roll back under the guard.
Over on sheet 4, it looks like Roth is going for a draw. Or a freeze, rather.
It's Tabitha's second shot of the end.
Hard, Tom!
Yeah, they need to get some points.
Kind of over curls the freeze a little bit.
Chris. Oh. Good.
Corey makes the hit, but rolls open.
Shot.
Let's see which way Croy wants to roll. Predictably, he wants to roll behind his corner guard. Trying to draw play away from the center. Corey Christensen, I'm sure, is just playing to pick that yellow clean out of there.
Yeah, this is Corey's first rock.
Just a whole lot of nose hit.
Looks like she's got it.
Actually lost her back one. It really isn't a bad thing.
Oh.
It's one less thing for Nina to freeze to.
Whoa.
I was thinking early on in that end, I was thinking, I wonder why they didn't double out, but that's probably because they need something in there to back on.
You double the Reds out?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're down by 3 points.
Correct.
So that wouldn't really help them to do
Which
that.
was really nice that you got the score up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very informative.
Yes.
Crack technical staff here.
Yeah, I didn't think about it beforehand that we only have 2 sheets, so.
That's right.
Oh, it's 6-2? Oh, score correction. Apparently, curling zone isn't being updated. What?
62. He was
Oh,
saying
62
there's
views.
62 views.
I don't want to. I'm not going to trust hand signals that I get from our audience here anymore.
What are you talking about? 62?
Well,
It's not
he went
62.
6-2, so.
That hand signal there is very familiar.
Apparently,
It's
he's
the
giving me
same
some
one
other
that-
hand
yeah.
signals that I won't mention on the broadcast. 62 viewers right now. Thank you to the viewers as well for watching. We do this for you.
Neither team able to make this roll. Collection of nose hits, and that stone's creeping higher in the house.
It's a nice draw.
We did lose one viewer. Chris Connolly is off for the night. He's got dinner with the fam.
Overrated.
Streaming curling is way better.
Couldn't you bring your phone or something to the dinner table?
Yeah, Chris, turn on your phone at the dinner table. Prop it up. You might have a little kickstand on your phone. You might be one of those.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Yeah. You could show, yeah. Or one of those phones with a projector, just pop it up at the restaurant.
They have phones with projectors.
Yeah. Yeah, the new Moto X has a attachment for a projector.
Oh, it's an attachment though.
It pops onto the phone. Yeah, so your phone isn't bulky all the time.
Christensen and Rink having a brief conversation. I think Nina's draw is pretty well sunk, but it's not shot stone.
Lean. Yep. Whoa. Hard. 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 Come on, Tommy. Come on. Go. Good shot.
Almost got that roll under the guard there.
Yeah. It's maybe a piece buried. Smitty could probably see almost the whole thing.
I just rub it on there, yeah. Comes right off. Do that.
I hope they're not rubbing their shoes on the benches here in St. Paul. We only clean once a year, and that's going to be on there forever.
That's how I clean my shoes here at St. Paul.
I'm so glad that you're on my team now.
Yeah, I just wipe my slider on the bench.
I think Smitty is close on this roll. Hits and actually rolls way out past the guard.
Well, stays around.
This changes the shot a little bit.
I believe Regan would call that a flob.
Out turn?
Flob?
A flob, a frickin' little outside biter.
I thought it was freaking lousy outside biter.
Well, in this case, well, maybe, yeah, that works too. I didn't think about that. I don't think that's what she said, though.
Well, and something I wanted to say earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now since it's the last web stream, is you know what you could sometimes call a stone that's biting the back of the 12?
What is that?
Marv Albert. Backbiter.
Yep. Whoa.
Couldn't help
Hard.
it.
That's pretty good.
Good. Nice throw.
Well, it's nice that it rolled back a little bit.
See if Smitty's going to have a second crack at this roll. Corey's final stone of the end coming down. Looks like she's just playing a freeze. I think she ended up setting up a nose double for Nina Roth to get 2.
Did not want to bump that one. Without the bump, it might have been okay.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe she might split the house, kind of draw one next to that yellow, sit 2 that way.
So she wanted that right in front?
More or less, so that if Nina were to try to hit it and try to double them, if she would go for it, it would just roll over into the other yellow one and still be in either out counting the yellow one over there or still in play at least.
Smitty's still not successful with that roll. Teams have been trying all game to make this roll and haven't been able to do it. So Nina Roth delivering her hammer stone.
Yeah.
Looking for 2.
It'll be good. It'll be good, Norman.
No mistake.
Success.
Makes it right there, picks up 2. Tighten the gap to 4-3. Christensen will have the hammer back with a 1-point lead. Now Heater's turn to see if he can make this roll.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Doesn't get dead buried, but it's buried enough that you can't make an inside roll again.
Since both these teams will win money at the end of this, Sean, since Smitty's on your team, is he going to buy beer?
I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't count on it. I mean, maybe he could be feeling nice, but
on these type of things, do they split the money, or do they just put it in the team budget, right?
I think most of the teams just put it in a team budget.
Especially with these teams, since they're high-performance teams.
Yeah, I mean, these teams are largely funded as it is. So, I mean, it really depends on the team.
How do they collect taxes on that?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I don't know that
That's probably my first good question of the whole weekend.
could be. That would be something I don't have any information on.
Since it's the USCA teams, the USCA probably takes care of that portion of it.
That would be my guess.
Or at least I would hope so.
I think this is our next big curling controversy,
Yeah.
as discussed last time.
I'm sure Canada takes care of theirs
Actually,
properly.
I believe this controversy came up some years ago already about curling winnings being taxable. I know Canadian tax agency came down hard on Wayne Madaw.
Oh, really?
Because they said that he owed fees on his winnings. I don't know if anyone else got caught up in it.
You know, I actually thought that Canada passed a law and they made curling winnings tax-free. I thought
Maybe they did. I mean, this was years ago when this happened.
I'm going to look that up. Because I was like, how uniquely Canadian is that?
Oh, yeah.
It's like us making beer drinking.
See, there you go.
Tax-free.
Here we go.
2008, it was Wayne Madaw was told that he owed more than $50,000 in taxes on his curling winnings from 2003 to 2005.
It might just be that they have a special rule for, like, the Briar or something like that.
It could be. I don't know.
Line's good.
So you ordered it different.
Oh. Rebecca Clark is wondering if Chris Plies' Red Bull sponsorship, if that's taxed.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know how company sponsors like that, how those get taxed or taken care of.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he's got a Red Bull sponsorship. I know Jamie Sinclair has a Gatorade sponsorship.
Yep.
I noticed outside, I picked up some Red Bull packaging out in the parking lot.
He had one in his hand as he stepped out on the ice today.
Nice.
That's probably proof that curling is, as it has always been, an extreme sport.
Oh, yeah.
When Red Bull gets behind you.
Oh, yeah. No question.
Well, sorry, I actually missed. Who is endorsed by Red Bull?
Chris Plies.
Chris Plies. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to him. We're trying to license with Red Bull at work, so now I got a Red Bull insider.
Apparently, Michael Phelps's sponsorships are taxed. So I would guess Chris's is also taxed.
You know, at some point you got to think. I mean, what are his sponsorship worth versus Michael Phelps sponsorships?
Well,
I mean,
true. I mean, but you got to start somewhere.
I suppose, yeah.
And you can't, tax one but not tax the other.
Well, why wouldn't be sponsorship dollars just be like any other income? You probably take that as income. You probably write off all your expenses.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So
as long as you personally take care of it, you should be fine.
I would have to imagine that at least for the high performance teams, the USCA probably has people that can at least advise the players on how to handle that.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it also might be if it's funding coming from an Olympic governing body, that may in itself be tax free. I don't really know. I don't know the particulars of the financials in that way. So Croy successfully draws for one after Heath makes a nice freeze. So all tied up once again. Heading into the fifth end, 2-2. But now McCormick will have the hammer.
That, like just over the hog line?
Some of you might be, if you weren't part of the last broadcast, you might be wondering how we managed to get the overhead working for this draw and not the others. During the final ends of the last draw, we set up a webcam mounted to a TV. I'm going to show you a picture here of how we did so. So there we go. That's how we did it.
The finest in Sunday afternoon engineering.
Yeah.
you'll notice on the back of the cardboard box is the model number of this. We'll be selling those for any of you people who want to retrofit your curling club.
Yeah, a meager price of $39.95. That's 5 payments of $35.95.
Yeah, you can see it's a 2-unit piece of cardboard. The tape's not included, so you're gonna have to provide your own tape.
And if you call now, we'll even pay for your shipping.
And you'll get another one.
Oh, are we throwing in another one?
That's what they always do. They're like,
well,
the next 100 callers will get 2.
I didn't want to be like everyone else.
Okay.
But
the next 100 callers,
Room.
we won't actually send it. We'll take it away.
But you still pay.
Just a moment ago on the women's game, Sarah Anderson was attempting to double those yellows out, but she actually field goal right between the two. Flashed everything.
That's the type of action you miss when you're making jokes. Glad somebody's paying attention.
That's what I'm here for.
I would have liked to seen that. I would have liked to have seen that. I thought there was a double coming.
That's the old dreaded silent takeout.
It's a silent takeout.
Never heard of that before? Oh yeah,
I've seen it.
The takeout that's going flying down the sheet and it doesn't make a sound. Just doesn't hit anything.
When Chris and I were first discussing the pod, we thought we might have a 5-minute section with guests and just called takeouts and just ask them what they're upset about.
Redemption for Sarah makes it the second time out. Loses her shooter out the side.
Roth still has that center guard.
Yeah, she actually threw that when that double was missed, knowing the double will probably be made, and now that gives her something to hide behind. Quinn Evanson attempted to freeze but wrecked the guard.
Hey, careful of the ice out there.
Didn't do bad. Spun into the rings. Karlik having the hammer, he's going to use that stone. Have Tom Howell come down and freeze to it.
Flip the overhead over here at an inopportune time.
Line's good. Line's nice. Hard, guys. Line's perfect.
Looks like Heath's going to try to draw down to this back red one.
Get in there.
This looks like a sweet shot. Oh, very
Peach.
nice from Tom Howell. Very, very nice. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Looks like Corey takes a lot of pride in his sweeping. He goes crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's an animal out there on the brush, no question. It's part of why he trained so hard this year to get in the shape that he's in, because his last, I don't know, about 3 years of juniors or so, he's been skipped the whole time. He hasn't been a front ender. He hasn't been a front ender in a while, because even before that, he was playing third with his brother. He was only sweeping some of the time, but now he's a full-time sweeper, and he knew he had to get in shape, and he's done really well.
Do you know any details of what he did? What his routine was?
I know he's goes to the gym all the time. I don't have specifics about his workout routine, but
I think he bikes a lot as well.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, but biking should be a standard regimen for any curler that wants to get even a little bit in shape, because it strengthens the legs.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's good for the core to some degree too, and that's where you're.
I'm a little curious to see how that plays out this year in league. Bike about 14, 15 miles a day, 4 days a week or so, and into and out of work.
Should be helpful.
Nice shot.
I recently hooked up my Super Nintendo. I'm hoping that'll help with the strategy side of the game.
Super Nintendo, wow, holy throwback. I think I still have mine somewhere too. Play a little Joe and Mac.
We should see if we can network those together. We could play some head-on-head Mario Kart.
That's Nintendo 64.
No,
I know
no, there was a Super Nintendo Mario Kart.
Was there? Oh, it
Yeah.
must not have been Super Mario Kart. It was just Mario Kart.
Just Mario Kart.
Oh, okay.
It was very 2D.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evan.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What's not recommended in your biking regimen is crashing into the Viking Stadium fence. That's about the closest I'll get to the stadium this year. That happened last week. Due to some enthusiastic bystanders who failed to get out of the way.
Oh,
pretty bad miss by Sean Baton. Trying to hit what he could of that buried rock, but totally missed it.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened, and then Heath moved out of the way, and nothing had changed.
Yeah, he was trying to hit that stone that's maybe half covered in the center, and he just breezed right by it.
Do you like this at all? Or do you like this?
Do you think the ice conditions change when there's just two sheets as opposed to?
It certainly can. Yeah, the air temperature and the ice temperature can both get a little colder, which can generally come up sometimes as being a little straighter.
Well, if it's back here, I mean, you hit anywhere. Quarter is fine. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Ideally, like, just cross it and tap it. Would you? Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. It's going to touch the 8 foot. Oh, it's going to be close, yeah.
Ross' final stone coming down the ice, just throwing a guard.
You like that?
On that stone that's perfectly top button. She actually just gets it into the house to sit
So you're
two.
throwing top 4. Yeah.
I don't think Corey has has any choice but to try a double. I don't think there's a draw for one there.
Yeah.
I suppose if you were, I was thinking, oh, maybe she could draw in and tap or something like that, but.
I don't think there's any way you're ever going to tap that stone.
And if you miss, but if you miss getting in between those, I mean, if you miss the double, at least you get rid of one.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, the double was the
Same
only
result.
way. Double's the only way she could score. There is no way to score playing any other shot.
Is that front one hanging over the edge, or?
I think it's fully in and then a little bit more. So if she doubles, she'll pick up a point. But again, even if she only makes one go away, she'll be tied with the hammer.
If our cardboard box structure up there had the zooming out capability, we'd be able to check that front. But
Yes, it is zoomed out all the way. So I should have
Must be
mounted
close.
it a little farther back. Oh, and she gets it.
And she makes it perfectly.
Wow.
No problem.
For a score of
one.
I
Yep.
believe it was biting there. So
Really keeping control of that game, maintaining a 2-point lead. Rolf can get the hammer going into the 6, down 2. Hard to tell if McCormick is sitting 3 at the moment. Hard to see if that top one's third shot or not over that red.
probably won't make a difference now.
Just gonna get the top one, I think. Just trying to get the one behind it. Just peels it off. I see Heath duck around that guard again. Yep.
Right on it's good. Or right in front here.
This end has the makings of a pretty good end for McCormick. It's looking like a good setup to score 3.
Line's okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's good. Line's good. Where is it? Okay, wait, as long as you can, Corey. As long as you can, but to it. Yep, go! Go! Go, 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 go! Nice shot.
Really nice come around, Chris Blyes.
yeah, not much peeking out at all, if any.
Boy.
I might have to tell Heath a tip that I have for skips is sometimes you don't want to say go because sometimes it can come across as no.
Oh,
No, 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 no. Go, go, go.
well, I think any skip that pays attention to what he says is going to make clear to his team words he will or will not say.
Exactly.
Like I personally will tell my team I will never say the word go. If you hear that sound at all, I'm saying no, whoa, something like that. But also, in a situation like that, the sweepers are aware of the situation. They know that once it's past the guard, they hear that sound, they know they're supposed to sweep to get it buried.
I tend to use the word yup, but I won't usually tell my team up.
Big weight coming down from Smitty, trying to clear something. And
Ooh.
gets 2 going the hard way. Nice run back double.
Yeah, that was nice. So, Evan, do you ever say giddy up?
I don't use the word giddy up, no.
That's like when you say, what do they like? You give it a little extra. What do you do in the call when you're sweeping and you want a hard, extra hard? No,
I think so.
I think it's not extra hard.
hard,
Sometimes
really
I hear really hard.
Yep.
Yeah, really hard.
But
Yeah.
really hard. Really
Yeah.
hard is usually code for, well, the shot's just about missed, so see what you can do.
Line's good.
Work your butt off,
Yeah.
or else.
Exactly.
Line's good.
Or I kill you.
Roll if you can. Pull
Yeah,
it in.
I
Corey.
tend to scream all the way when we're in those situations. All the way.
Above the T line as far as you can. Yep.
Well,
Shot.
makes me think about how many times I'll be at a spiel and someone will be a couple sheets over, and I'll hear them go, all the way, all the way. Whoa. What happened to all the way?
I've done that. I do that a lot.
That's
actually.
why I try not to say all the way, because it's just, it never ends up being that.
That's usually a good sign, not all the way, but when they're like, on, off, that's usually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're tweaking that baby in.
That means you're right in the ballpark.
Or the person watching doesn't know what the heck they're talking about.
Back to our Nintendo conversation. Rebecca Clark says that she's heard about the Wii curling game. They do have a Wii curling. There's a couple of them, actually.
I think I've played that once or twice.
It's weird.
I wasn't overly impressed with it.
I think I have one of them.
So sitting 2 is McCormick. And it looks to me like Croy is kind of pushing all his chips into the middle, going for the corner freeze on that shot stone. This is kind of an all-or-nothing shot. Line is really good if the weight's right.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Really nice. I don't
Locked
know.
it in there.
Is it? I don't know whose count. Can't really tell. It's awfully close.
I almost think it's red.
You really couldn't do much better than that. Maybe an inch to the right, but that's pretty much perfect. I don't know where this is going.
A little more. Tums and went there.
How much do you think that the weight of the curler makes a difference on the
touch
sweeping?
On the sweeping?
Yeah.
Well,
Like you lean into it, right?
yeah, I mean, you do lean into it, but I'd say it's only one of several components of good sweeping. I mean, there's body weight, but there's also technique and strength and speed. So weight in and of itself, I don't think is all that big a deal.
No, line's good. Corey! Corey!
Look at that. He just shifted into high gear.
Hard!
This looks like it's over curling.
Gee. I don't know. Didn't.
The reason I asked about the weight is I was watching Sarah Anderson sweep on the way down, and she was going after it too. And I was just thinking that if, like, you were to compare the effectiveness of like Corey, Sarah Anderson, assuming that they had both had good technique and everything. I was just wondering if the weight and I suppose the weight and the strength maybe. Or?
Yeah, I suppose the weight can be a factor as long as I said again, as long as your technique is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, with both having the same technique, the weight would probably make a difference.
Sure, I mean,
Or the strength, though. You got to
yeah,
bring in the strength
yeah.
aspect too.
I mean, there's a little bit of difference, but another thing about putting more weight on the brush is that you're going to be more effective, but I actually think you're going to be quite a bit more stable because you're more leaning into the brush, and I think the more you lean on it, the more stable you're going to be. Kind of like trusting that the more weight you put on your slider, the more stable your delivery is going to be as well. So I think to be sure that he shot, Croy is going to try to make a small tap on this redstone that he just delivered. But this must be quite a bit heavier. It's not moving as much.
Slowing down.
They bump it, but
I'm not sure if that helped.
I still don't know whose count. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really change the shot for Heath. He's got to draw the 4-foot, and maybe he's sitting. Maybe he'll get 2, maybe he won't, because he can't afford to make any kind of play on those reds.
Okay. Yep. Ready? Yep. Touch more, Chris.
Tabitha Peterson does a slick takeout right through a port.
Nice double.
Yeah. If I were on top of my game, I would have flipped over to it, but I'm not.
So Heath with his final stone at the end, just going to put this in the 4-foot. You might see a measurement for second.
Line's good.
For my part, I can't tell whose count among any of those 3 rocks.
Maybe we should do a friendly wager.
I need a good screen to do that, though.
I think that top red one's
Top red one, okay. This has to sit first. Just barely. It sits for 1, and now. Well, Croy moved it, so that he must think that there was 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, well. Unless I see differently, they're hanging it right now. Yeah, that's going to go in the books as a score of 2. So it must have been not as close as we thought.
And I was wrong. No, I was right. No, wrong.
No, you said the top red.
Yeah. Oh, so I was right.
It had more weight.
I was wrong.
No, you were
No, you
wrong.
were- you
The
were
yellow
wrong.
was shot.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus. I mean, pardon me. He's our friend.
Excuse me.
Whenever I use that at work, I always follow it up with, is my friend. Thinking that'll make it better.
You haven't been struck down by lightning yet.
Or you know what? You could make it very simple and just put the word saves after it. Just saves.
That's a little evangelical for me.
Yes, it is. Just giving you options. So with a 2-point lead, I think you're going to see McCormick go top 4.
Yeah, we might see a string of those ends where we did last time.
Yep.
Pretty nice draw.
Nina Roth setting up a nice end, sitting 3.
Line's good. Touch the white. Might be heavy on this line. The line's good. Line's good. Come on. Come on. All the way in. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
So can Christensen do a double there?
Okay. Yeah, it's there. It's pretty thin though. That's actually very thin. That's
Got Tom.
less than a quarter rock to make that. So,
Chris Plaz just drank a little of his Red Bull. He's getting ready.
Thanks.
I wonder if the Red Bull cans that he gets are like the Monster cans that bands that are sponsored by Monster get, that are actually just water in a can.
Yeah.
Oh, see what Corey's got here. Oh, dear me. Just like Sarah managed to do
Just
last
a bit
end.
inside.
Just a bit outside. Flashes everything, and this could
Yep.
be a disaster for the Christensen rink.
So last night I was talking to John Schuster about trout fishing. Turns out that he and his dad lake trout fish in a number of lakes that I also lake trout fish, which blew my mind. So I called my friend Dale from Thunder Bay, who I lake trout fish, older guy, and he said, there's a helmet Schuster who's related to me up in Winnipeg, right from Germany. I wonder if they're related. Well, he's from Duluth. It might be Helmut.
Maybe.
His first name is Helmut.
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 That's a German name.
So is Schuster, I guess maybe that's a German name?
I believe it is, yeah. Nice draw behind the corner there for Quinn Evanson. No surprise here. McCormick's going to peel off that corner. 2-point lead. He wants to simplify.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. I think Corey's got a whole lot of nothing on this one. Yep.
That was far from silent, though.
It was still silent. Did you hear anything?
I didn't think it was strong enough, actually.
Got some mailbag action.
Excellent.
From Brian Anderson. Apparently, Ply's got real Red Bull delivered in Jacksonville.
Yes, he did. That's correct. I remember that.
All right. So he must get real Red Bull, not like Monster, where it's actually water in a can.
Actually meant to ask Chris about his tattoos. He's got a heart on the back of his neck and both of his arms. Pretty inked up. Of course, they're covered today.
Nina Roth drops her first stone just top of the 12. Now Corey's got a big problem looking at 4 counters, and she does not have the hammer.
Little teaser by the Croy dog. Yeah. With control? Control?
Or board. I can only see half.
Okay. Good board.
Okay.
Just board. If he knows it, it's good. Yeah. Yep.
This is just on the guard.
Okay.
Didn't work out too bad, though. I think after a lengthy discussion, Corey has decided that her best plan at this point is to play a freeze on that stone that's top 4 and limit the damage.
This is her last stone.
This is her last stone, and Nina will have the hammer to follow after it. Kind of a must make.
Yeah, Nina's sitting 4. Is that correct?
Yeah, sitting 4, and she's got the hammer.
Yeah, if it sits out at all, it's going to be an issue.
This is one that you have to give to the sweepers. I think they might be changing to go to the back one. Uh-oh. If it's by, it's good.
Just barely.
Wow.
What a shot.
That was not the plan. I don't think that was the plan.
Well, what do you think, Chris? You just want to
Great
make this
sweeping,
double?
though.
Then we're 1-2.
Hold that one
Man,
straight.
they saved that.
If that wasn't the plan,
that's the shot.
that's incredible. Foresight to see that
Yeah.
way down there.
Yeah, I never saw any of
one,
them
right?
mention freezing to the back one. I only saw them talk about freezing to the top.
Okay, what do you want to throw? Normal then?
But they very quickly, I think, changed the call to go to the back one.
Yeah.
So that's
Never bad to have a plan B in your pocket.
That's a hell of a skip save there. Nice recovery after completely airballing her first one.
Close, yep. Whoa,
I
whoa.
noticed she gave it a little push right at her release. I wonder if she knew then that
May
plan
have
B
set it out,
may
yeah.
be in effect.
Glory.
Sure.
Hard. Great shot.
Supplies with a nice quiet weight double.
She didn't get by that talking about her.
McCormick now sitting 2.
I've got all plus an inch.
So Nina Roth's final stone of the 6th end coming down. She has to touch the 4-foot to get 2 and tie the game. This looks like it has plenty of weight. But line looks pretty good. Should be on the back red. And stop in time it does for 2. Women's final all tied up at 5. Smitty with a nice hit and roll. Comes out the other side of the guard a little bit.
I saw you this morning out there helping out.
We're at 73 viewers at the moment. That beats our record from Friday morning of 71.
Doing what?
TV watching it.
Due, of course, to the ever-increasing quality of the broadcast team.
About this much?
I was sitting in my bathrobe.
Voice and video.
Coffee, but
We can.
It could be that Lynn just walked up behind us and is
But you
talking
can
about
very
the
easily
food
go
or
stop,
something.
stop.
It's true. The food is pretty wonderful down here at the St. Paul Curling Club.
Absolutely.
At the Granite Grill.
I've never tasted granite so tasty.
Yummy granite.
I guess if you're gonna play it, you gotta play it. Just play it across. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Half.
I think they're looking at the slash
Half
double on the
wriggle.
Reds. Boy. You know, I don't consider it a jinx because they can't hear me, but you hit this wrong, you could double jam these Reds and leave them both. I expect this will be flying.
Whoa. Yep.
He gave it a little there at the end.
Hard.
Holy
Boy.
smokes.
Uh-oh.
It's good.
Well, got rid of one.
Good shot.
And stuck around. In a flob.
Still, it's not really of much consequence.
Okay.
Croy's got his deuce on now. He's trying to get under the guard. This looks like it needs weight. Oh, oh. Foot almost slipping there. Oh, Smitty pulled the string on that one. Not going to get there.
Intern.
A little bit of a missed opportunity, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Big missed opportunity.
But other than that,
Now that flob is really going to...
Now suddenly that stone is
It's
a
not
fa-
quite
is a
so
factor.
inconsequential.
Not anymore.
threw that one out here before, right? I didn't. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think a little roll in is decent. just going right under that, right?
McCormick looking for the hit. I think he's just looking for a nose hit. Oh, hit and roll out. A bit of a decision for Croy to make here. Does he play the hit and roll, or does he just draw?
Sorry.
That was a nice double.
I don't think that's what Taylor was trying to do. She was trying to drive the guard into the other one.
Yeah, it was still nice.
But it works out. Gets rid of 2 enemy stones. No big surprise. 6th end, Croy is going to play the draw. Really wants to get 2 this end.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they just feathered that top one.
Yeah, it squeaked by.
But it is sunk. The only bad thing is that it's not quite full 8, so there's room to get around that. Idea here is just to be buried under that red. It can even be behind the tee line as long as it's shot stone. Just trying to
Line's
force
good.
Croy to a
Roll
single
again.
point.
Yes! Hard, Tom! Hard! Whoa, whoa, Corey! Whoa, whoa! Yes, go! Go, 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 go!
Oh, look at that. That is perfect.
That was an example of what we were talking about earlier. The go, no go, left,
Yes.
right.
Oh,
Yep.
When they say switch, I noticed that they said switch, and then both earlier the sweeper stopped sweeping. Like I don't know what that was all about. I thought switch was like.
Well, yeah, switch is usually whichever sweeper is tight to the rock, they need to get away and let the other sweeper be tight to the rock.
Right, that's
But
what I thought it was.
I noticed that myself. Maybe it was switch followed by a whoa. I don't know.
You know what? It was.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember now. I actually thought in that particular moment it seemed like the sweepers weren't really listening, which I found hard to believe.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
There's still room by the.
I'll flip
by the
over
red.
to the
So
If it goes
women's
any further,
game.
If it goes, it's any tighter by, he can get it the other way. If it's any higher, then it's
I don't know if it's available to sneak by that red and actually tap this for 2. extremely difficult. You might also be able to come off of that yellow way on the side, but that's an extremely steep angle. I have to think with that ice, they may be trying to give the tap a go. If you were just drawing the 4-foot, I think you'd be taking more ice than this. Yeah, I think the tap is the attempt here.
Yeah, with those staggered guards, it's
definitely got weight. Trying to make it curl. It's close, actually.
It's by that
It's got a
top
chance. It's got to make contact.
Chris, hard, 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 hard.
Ooh, it rolled back.
I think it rolled off just a little too far. It's going to be a steal of 1 for McCormick. So close to perfection. It's going to increase McCormick's lead to 5-2.
All right, let's keep it going here. Okay.
Don't really think Croy could have thrown that any better.
Whatever gets him going, we need to get him to make 2 shots. That's it. Yeah.
So they desperately need to get 2 this end. 1 here is really not going to do it.
Yeah, nice try, Corey. Very close.
So you like watching your fantasy scores bubble in?
A little bit. No, pay attention to this.
I always find
I'm a little tired.
I stopped doing it.
It's distracting.
No, but I stopped doing it personally.
You get deflating. Yeah. You get upset. Oh yeah. I was just
Line's good. I'd say yes. Looks like to me. Get it right to the button.
Oof, Roth just misses the
Shot, Tom.
draw.
Good sweeping.
Maybe that's what she wanted, though. So Christensen didn't do the hit and roll under.
That's what she's looking at. Looks like she's second shot at the worst up top. I think
Just
that
freeze.
yellow on the left is shot stone. Could sit 2 buried here. Now there's that red stone that's so far out that it's actually not even over the hog line, but because
Line's good.
it's made contact with a stone in play, that stone is still in play.
Well, if you can. Where is it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, Corey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shot, Tom.
That hits and rolls away.
Yeah.
Actually. Seem to have a little bit of trouble with her hits the last couple ends.
So why the 2 high guards there?
Well, the idea was to establish 2 corner guards, and because somebody like of Corey's caliber is just too good at making a cross sheet double, they're going to stack them like this and make it that much tougher.
Yeah, John Benton was talking about that when we had him on.
Exactly. That a lot of teams are switching to that because the seconds are just getting too good at making cross sheet doubles if they're not perfectly flat. So it's kind of a different approach.
That's fascinating. Yeah, that's cool. That's that can go to my list of 52 things.
Absolutely.
Pretty soon here, I'll have to just stop learning for the rest of the year.
Or you'll have to change it to 52 things a weekend.
Whew.
Boy,
Yeah.
can you handle it?
I think I could. I think that might be invigorating. So Nina Roth's final stone.
I think she's playing a tap up.
That's pretty nice.
I think Corey's got a double for 3 if she wants to take it on. I kind of think it's worth it.
Oh.
See, now this could be a potentially cross sheet double. See if Corey can hit it correctly. Oh, no, just slides under it. It was just going for the 1.
Sean works at Nailed It Media. Nailed it.
I think he was posting recently about them having job openings there. You'd have to live in Seattle to do it. So, Corey Christensen with a big shot here. He makes it double and gets her 3. Will almost steal up the title. She must be close. Oh, jams it. So,
Steal of 1.
Nina Roth staying alive. Actually takes the lead for the first time in this game. With a 6-5 lead. Continuing to run off guards in our feature game. We'll see if Chris and Heater have any interest in trying to get rid of both.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. It's so thin that he dislodges the 2 in the middle, which isn't the worst result.
Would you rather be in the Roth Christensen game? Would you rather be with the lead without the hammer by 1, or with the hammer in the final end?
I'd rather have the lead. Statistically, having the lead even without the hammer is a slight edge. I mean, it's not much. It's like, I want to say 55-45, but you have a slight edge if you have the lead.
And you probably have a real clear strategy.
Well, exactly. You know exactly what the other team's going to be trying to do.
Yep.
They're going to be going for 2. So it's, if you can focus your strategy around letting them score 1, and then and then just let them score 1. Just don't let them score 2.
And then you get the hammer.
And then you get the hammer in the extra end. Yeah, a lot of teams say they'd rather be down 1 with, but as far as the statistics go at tour events, that's actually a slightly weaker position.
In our club curling here, if you get the early draw and you're ever in that situation,
We're second.
you'll never get to play the extra end.
Right.
Because you'll get a big buzzer.
So I think that red stone belonging to Nürnberger back there slid so far, it's actually 3rd shot. So Heath will just run this guard off.
Yep. Really gotta go. Whoa.
Where's this going? Nosing? Yeah, you heard he'd say, sorry, Croy. That was definitely not the plan. Works out, but it does leave a guard up there for Croy to use. light.
It's already on the guard,
It's not
too.
going to get there.
This is my first play.
So now Heath with the decision. Good guard. Could bring another one in. Looking very good to force right now.
So his shot is to play off of that and go buried, even no matter where I put this. So there's something we can do. There's something we can do to like not buried, but like here.
I just don't like playing that because everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Just let him. Let him
Still
do
have
that.
this.
Just had a little production meeting.
All right. So right here.
Got some big things planned in the future.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make it so if he
Sounds
makes it,
scary.
he doesn't make
It's
the
not.
double.
Okay.
It's as Martha Stewart says, it's all good. Doesn't she say that?
I don't even know.
I'm a big fan of Martha Stewart. I used to be.
So
I am very dismayed to see that
half buried's good.
Cowboys are leading the Bengals 28-0. I'm afraid I can't support that.
Same speed.
But tonight, perhaps to
Obvious
the
touch more,
dismay of my
Chris.
Minnesota friends, I'm afraid I am okay with the Packers potentially beating the Giants. Should that come to be.
I just turned your mic off. Just during the Packers.
Excuse me?
You want to try saying the Packers beating the? Never mind. They probably will.
I'll be at home watching the Packer game.
The Giants are not very good,
Yeah.
so
Line's perfect.
the Packers are probably favored to win that game.
It is kind of fun watching the
easy,
Giants
easy.
because it's fun watching Odell Beckham
Yep.
melt down.
on a daily basis.
Evan, you're a Packer fan?
I am. Yeah, I grew up in Wisconsin.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Mm.
I mean, I knew that, but I didn't really think about that when I invited you to my team.
Oh. Well, good thing we don't play on Sundays then.
Rick is a Packer fan too, although he's not really a Packer fan. But
He thinks he is.
yeah, one day Rick works in our office, and one day, like on a Friday, he said, "Go Pack" as he left, and he doesn't even talk about football at all. And then they beat us, and then the next Monday, I didn't talk to him all day. And we have meetings. He's a project manager. We have meetings with him all day. Yeah, he didn't figure it out. I finally had to tell him, "I'm not talking to you because the Packers beat us," which totally ruined it for me. But he was getting nervous when the boss doesn't talk to you the whole day.
That's usually not a good sign.
Yeah,
Was Rick the one that brought the webcam down?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it looks to me like Croy is playing a hit and roll. Kind of have to get rid of one of those ones in the middle, but you want to get behind the guard too. Hit and roll is the way to accomplish two tasks with one shot. That's a very nice shot. Stay behind the guards. Stays for second. He was never going to be shot doing that.
Touch left, maybe. Yeah, that's good.
So now with his last rock, Heath, I believe he motioned that he wants to draw.
You need full 8.
Need to be full 8, kind of
I think just that, just fudge, don't you guys?
on the right side. Kind of down at about, say, 5 o'clock as we're looking at it. You want to be sitting 2, but you want to make any double as tough as you possibly can.
Easy.
Stops in the perfect spot. I don't really think Croy has a choice. I think he's got to try to make a quiet weight double and get 2.
We could split the videos, and I could just give you
You can make that with heavy board, easy control, and save the shooter.
Just try to push the front yellow one off to the side and come back onto the back one.
Is that what he's trying?
I don't know. I was asking you if that's
Well,
what you were thinking.
I wouldn't play. I would just be trying to drive the top one into the back one and saving my shooter on the left, playing it that way. But he may be trying to catch it like super. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, you would have to play it pretty quiet to keep your shooter
Well,
around hitting it
to
on the
make
left.
this, in order to move the top one enough at all, you gotta
just feather it, but have enough weight.
I mean, this is incredibly difficult to play it this way.
It's got enough weight. Oh, he's gonna go right through.
I don't know if he's gonna make anything. I think he's field goaled it. Ugh.
Oh, Smitty.
Wow.
He's just about to let the rock hit him. So
Chris Blyes makes a life-saving move right there.
That will be the end of the game. Heath McCormick is men's winner of the St. Paul Cash Spiel. And they'll take home a cool $4,000 for their championship. Yeah, Brown minus Brown rank will pocket $2,000. So all we've got left is the last end of the women's final. Tori Christensen needing 1 to tie, 2 for the win, but not sitting good to do either at the moment. Roth has one top 4 and pretty much covered. I think that Christensen stone on the left is second shot.
Yeah, it looks like that to me. It's hard to see that fly there.
Yeah, the stone's right about where the fly is.
It looks like Corey Dropkin's crying. Or he's just got a stuffed up nose.
I could get a picture with your team over on sheet 2. Oh, okay, sure. Right away. Yeah.
Oh, it is on. I now have 2 mics.
You could take that and go stand directly behind it, be a remote reporter.
I was gonna give it to Pete, but he ran away. And we're not gonna be able to see it on.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see
the
anything
stream.
they do there.
That's unfortunate. They must want to get going.
Heath might have a flight to catch. He might have to get going.
That's a good point.
And Tom probably wants to get going too.
What about our cribbage match?
Might have to put it off.
That was scheduled.
Yeah, well,
Breaking in that new board.
yeah, we were going to do a live stream. He said he didn't know how to play cribbage, so it's like, well, let's put money on it.
Yeah, sounds good to us.
Heath McCormick plays a 5 for a 15-2. Jordan plays another 5, pair for 2.
So this is Sarah Anderson's first stone. Trying to run off the center guards. There's a red one that's right in front of Corey that you can't see. She's trying to get rid of both of them. Maybe drive the red onto one of the ones in the house.
This is Sarah's second stone, actually. She makes the hit.
I was distracted by the curlers wrestling.
We have Seattle curler shenanigans going on here. We have Sean Baton being assaulted by Tilker and Persinger. In other words, Tilker being Tilker. It's an interesting result. Actually, not sure that was an overly helpful result. They spin one in there for shot, but it's pretty easy to remove.
Yeah, I have to imagine the Christensen rink is fairly excited by that result, actually.
Oh, yes.
With Hammer coming up.
Absolutely. They've got 2 in the house already. They're going to remove this. They would definitely love to hold the shooter and sit 3. But their prospects are suddenly looking quite a bit brighter than they were just a few shots ago. Makes the hit. Won't save the one that she hit, but that's still not a bad result. I imagine Nina will probably take a run at the double. The double would also get a roll behind some cover.
So quiet without the on-ice mics.
Yeah, I know. Well, without the giant crowd behind us or without Tilker behind us.
I do feel like I need to whisper.
See if she's got it.
Oh,
Yep.
nice
No
shot.
problem.
And the roll.
Perfect shot.
Behind under both guards there.
I think Corey can probably get through the hole there.
Yeah, it looks like there's enough room. A challenge nonetheless, though.
Oh, always a challenge. But a player of Corey's caliber will probably get through that hole 7 or 8 times out of 10. It's the width of a rock plus about 4 inches, I'd say. So there's enough space.
Probably the bad thing about that is if she can get through that.
Also can Nina.
Yes.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
It's like, I'm assuming that was a cue of some kind.
Yeah, we can try that again.
But the
we'll do that in post edit.
Yeah, because we post edit here. Yeah. But I think the idea here is not just getting through the hole, but hopefully rolling for better cover in one direction or the other.
Yes.
First things first, got to get through.
Kind of a quiet wait.
Yeah, I was struck by that too right away, Evan.
Close.
She's through, no problem.
Oh, wow. No roll, but she got that hit.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I can't imagine she cleared that center guard by very much at all.
It's a piece of paper thin. Anything you can do, I can do better.
What a face.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
So now it's Nina's turn to follow with suit with her last. Absolutely has to find the hole.
This is stressful.
Sweeper's not touching it. Uh-oh.
Looks a little wide.
Oh. Oh. Just shaved sand. Corey presented with an opportunity here that you definitely want to take advantage of. Just needs to find paint to claim the win and the title.
Open house and no guards in the way on that left side there.
This is 2 for the repeat.
I actually thought they,
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Could be a successful title defense if she hits the rings.
Is there a bonus in that?
I doubt it.
No, unfortunately not.
I'm actually a little surprised that they didn't try the when Nina was just a hair wide. I was surprised they didn't try the directional sweeping to make it curl a bit. But maybe they've figured out that it doesn't really do anything, or at least at that kind of weight. So just needing to find the house to pick up 2 in the win for Corey Christensen.
Seems to be on target.
It's definitely not light.
No, sweepers are staying close. Looks like it's gonna check up here right at the end. Just back 8.
Yep, that should be good, and that will be good for 2 in the win. Corey Christensen winning the women's division.
Yeah.
Successfully defending a title 2 years in a row.
What a game, right down to the end.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was a good way to end.
Yes. I think we'll stick around. They might be doing pictures right there. See them get presented with their giant banner, which I believe was also printed by Rapid Printing.
Well, gents, I think I'm going to hit the road. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you,
It's
Sean.
been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
We would have not have been this professional without you.
Oh, well, thank
So
you very
thank
much.
you.
I tried. Just doing my part.
Appreciate it.
Very, very good. Thanks for all your streaming efforts. This is a nice setup.
Yes, thank
Hope
you.
it gets bigger.
It'll get better.
Cool.
So Evan and I are just going to start telling some technical jokes. So 3 bacteria walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve staff." We have six
Very
listeners
infectious.
now. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Who's the photographer?
The photographer this weekend is Rich Harmer. I think he's been the photographer for this spiel. Almost all of the St. Paul spiels here. For a couple of years now. He was also the USCA photographer at the Olympics in 2014.
Go for it.
He takes fantastic pictures. You can view all of his pictures that he takes this weekend at rhphoto.net. And if you'd like to purchase them, they are available for purchase in many different sizes.
Big, wee sized.
Oh yes, wee size, wallet size. You can get wallets of yourself if you'd like, or others.
M&M size.
I don't know if they're that small.
Yeah, my daughter's birthday party, we got her picture put on an M&M. It was pretty cool.
Really?
Well,
Like
a whole bunch of M&Ms.
Really?
Yeah, so she opened up her pack and there was a picture of her on it.
That's
I was going to
awesome.
bring some down, but I forgot.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's a little underwhelming.
I imagine she probably ate it.
Yeah,
IT admin is in the booth.
yeah. Our IT outturn just walked by and goosed the boss. Yeah.
We don't have an HR.
Yellow card. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
We're well. It's been great, guys.
What a pleasure.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to do it again.
Yeah. Thank you to all the viewers.
Hopefully, yes.
Well, yeah.
I'm waiting for the FCC to come down on us, and then
or the curling TESN and others who may have more of a vested interest in this.
The Vikings should be proud that we didn't stream a Viking feed into this stream.
Yeah. We could end with a Skull Vikings chorus.
That sounds good.
I'll pass.
All right. Well, let me find. Do you know the lyrics?
Oh, there's a song. That's right.
Yeah, just 1 second.
Is that
Should we do
copyrighted?
it? Should we do it with? Well, if you sing it, well, actually, "Happy Birthday" is
It's copyrighted.
It's copyrighted, and I think if you do it in a performance, maybe we should do it with a little bit of a effect. Just.
Oh, then it wouldn't be copyrighted. Then it'd be original then.
All right, so I'm gonna go all the way up in the effect booth.
We're going to do Elf? Or that creepy deep voice thing.
The Demigorgon.
Oh, is that, yeah, the Demigorgon.
All right, let's see how this works.
You might want to plug your phone in.
No, I was gonna sing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're singing it. That's
okay.
That's what we're doing. All right. So this is my.
Our viewers are
This
dropping.
is my mic. Are they sticking around?
We're at 35. We've lost 5.
That's hard to believe.
31.
35. 35 viewers left. Yeah.
31. How do I get to that weird voice? Let's try this one.
There it is.
There's the demon. This is the demon barber of the Minnesota Vikings. All right, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, so, well, I don't hear yours.
Yeah, I think you might. Yours. Oh.
It's
All right, there we go.
There we go.
1, 2, ready, go. Skol Vikings, let's win this game. Skol Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run up the score. You'll hear us yell for more. V-I-K-I-N-G-S. Skol Vikings, let's go. Skol, everybody.
Fantastic. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you at the next one.